From the Schneider Triton Center, we welcome you live to Tuesday Night Hoops here on the Triton Sports Network. And tonight, an old rivalry is renewed. The Bayport Pirates and the Notre Dame Tritons. And we welcome you courtside. Hello, friends. Tom D'Angelo along with just waltzing in my pal Mitchell Koenig. Welcome, everyone. Happy New Year to all of you. This is going to be an interesting matchup. The Pirates and the Tritons. Always a fun game anytime you get these two teams together. These two teams, very opposite ends of the spectrum as far as the conference standings right now and overall standings as well. We'll get into that in just a moment. Back in 30 on the Triton Sports Network right after this. Back here at the Triton Center, we've got about a minute before tip-off to quickly describe these two teams. For Bayport, very inconsistent, I think, is an adequate word to use. 3-6 overall, 1-3 in conference play. They've lost 3 straight. They have played some close games, including last week Friday, a 76-64 loss at Pulaski. But just not enough to come out in some of those close games. Meanwhile, Notre Dame coming off their best win of the season, an 80-77 victory at Ashwaubenon last week Friday in a game that Amari Allen scored 44 points. The Tritons were able to survive that offensive barrage to come away with a win. They are unbeaten in conference play, tied with De Pere at the top for the best record. And we've got the national anthem and starting lineups happening in just 6 seconds. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mike McKenna.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Schneider Triton Center and a varsity conference basketball showdown featuring the Bayport Pirates and the Notre Dame Tritons. Before we meet the players, coaches, and referees, please stand. Kindly remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem as performed by the Notre Dame Academy Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Steve Johnson. A 6'7" 7" 'inch senior, number 12, Montes Kelly. A 6'7" 7" 'inch senior, number 12, Montes Kelly. A 6'7" 7" 'inch senior, number 11, Montes Kelly. A 6'7" 7" 'inch senior, number 12, Montes Kelly. A 6'7" 7" 'inch senior, number 11, Montes Kelly. A 6'7" 7" 'inch senior, number 12, Montes Kelly. A 6'7" 7" 'inch senior, number 11, Montes Kelly. A 6'7" 7" 'inch senior, number 12, Montes Kelly. A 6'7" 7" 'inch senior, number 11, Montes Kelly. A 6'7" 7" 'inch senior, number 12, Montes Kelly. A 6'7" 7" 'inch senior, number 11, Montes Kelly. A 6'7" 7" 'inch senior, number 12, Montes Kelly. A 6'7" 7" 'inch senior, number 12, Montes Kelly. A 6'7" 6'4" senior, number 13, Noah Thomas. A 5'11" senior, number 23, Caden Hendricks. A 6'8" senior, number 32, Maddox Cornett. Bayport is coached by Nate Rickle, assisted by Tom Apple and Paul Jerks. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for the Notre Dame Tritons. He's a 5'11" junior. He wears number 1. He is Leo Weber. He's a 6'2" sophomore. He wears number 2. He is Austin Hendricks. He's a 6' senior. He wears number 10. He is Drew Saczynski. He's a 6'4" senior. He wears number 30. He is Adam Kayette. He's a 6'2" senior. He wears number 32. He is Andrew Whitaker. Notre Dame is coached by Brian Levinsky, assisted by Cam Beatty, Cam Hogan, Ben Levinsky, and Casey Forsett. Wearing the stripes to running the show tonight are referees Greg DeMillers, Tony Olson, and Eric Van Gool. Gentlemen, rev up your engines. It's Bayport, it's Notre Dame. Game on!
And with that, we are underway from the Triton Center with Bayport controlling the opening tap. Caden Hendricks, who had a big game the last time these two teams played here in the Triton Center, 19 points against Notre Dame a season ago. The first jumper of the night from Kelly is off the mark. And Leo Weber will start the other way for a Notre Dame bunch that is playing with an extreme amount of confidence, especially coming off that big one at Ashwaubenon a few nights ago. Guyette had 12 points in that Ashwaubenon victory, gets it over to Rader, who had 15. And off a curl, Guyette goes into traffic, lost it out of bounds. It will be Bayport ball. It's a Pirate team that has been in a lot of games. They played a tough schedule, including De Pere and Kimberly. And it's not going to get any easier for them. Their next game is against Sheboygan North on Friday. Kelly's teardrop won't go. And Notre Dame comes away with the rebound. And here's Leo Weber, who had a big game against the Jaguars himself, 15 points. Averaging around 10 on the season and has really picked things up for this Notre Dame ball club. Rader gets the 2 first points of the night. And here is some full court defense being applied. Step through and a pass to Kelly. Underneath, couldn't get it to go. Good defense from Rader going straight up. And Hendricks will come away into the front court. Once again, they get it into Rader. A little post-up jump shot is good. Rader's the leading scorer on the season for this Notre Dame club, 18 points a night. To go along with 8 rebounds as well. Guyette nearly came up with a steal. Poked it away from Cornett momentarily, and the pass gets to the corner for Hendricks. He finds it underneath, shot rejected by Guyette. Good defense on Thomas, who's able to regather, and Guyette swats another one. Bayport able to retain possession. Kelly in the corner. Sawyer Durkee working on Hendricks. Floater. Left it short, and Hendricks with the rebound. Weber kicks it to the corner. Guyette couldn't get the three-pointer to go. Hendricks nearly came up with the rebound. Sajinski's able to grab it for a moment. Regains his possession and threw a bounce pass to no one in particular. It's taken by Cornett. So kind of a sloppy possession after that Guyette missed three. Thomas into Cornett. Got the height advantage on Guyette. He gets it to Kelly, who couldn't hit the jump shot. They are ice cold to start. And Guyette going right to the rim, kicks it out. Hendricks gets an open look. Rebound taken by Kelly. Durkee kicks it out. Underneath they go once again to Kelly, trying to get him established early. Against Rader, goes up and he draws a foul. So they're going to Kelly seemingly every offensive possession, and good reason. He's their leading scorer on the season at 15 points a night. And on the season, he's at a 55% free throw shooter. First one is off. Tonight's game is sponsored by RBC Wealth Management, the Guyette Financial Group, and the law firm of Conway, Olenichek, and Jerry SC. Second free throw is good. That's the first point of the evening for Bayport, and an early substitution. It'll be Matt Stevens, who you may know if you're a football fan, was quarterback of that state champion football team that Bayport had this year. Phenomenal season for the Pirates on the gridiron. Inside Rader, Cornett pokes it away. Pirates come up with a turnover. Hendricks and Cornett playing catching. Guyette comes up with a takeaway. Could be showtime. An early highlight for Adam Guyette. Jones on the cut, finds Stevens, who's able to bank it home. Here's Weber up top. He'll fire the three. Got it. Leo Weber has really struggled from downtown so far this year. Less than 20% coming into tonight, but he buries his first one. And Notre Dame's up by 6. Cornett, a long two. Off the back heel, and Guyette able to clear it. Boy, just kind of one and done offensively for Bayport, so some good boxing out and just some missed shots. They've had some opportunities. Guyette pulls the trigger and buries it. And an early timeout is taken. 12-3 in favor of Notre Dame with just about 6 minutes gone in the first half. We'll take a break and come back right after this. You're watching Notre Dame basketball on the Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Back here from the Tritons Center, well, we've got a moment, a fun announcement for all of you fans of shows out there. Coming up at the end of the month is the Notre Dame Academy production of Freaky Friday the Musical, based on the hit novel by Mary Rodgers. This show is a heartfelt comedic spin on an American classic. Catch all the action with shows running from January 23rd through the 26th. Go to ndamusical.ludus.com for details and to secure your tickets today. 12-3 in favor of the home team early. Adam Guyette's got an early 5 points to lead the way for the Tritons. Bayport looking for some sort of spark. They played a good Pulaski team tough last week. There's a foul. It's going to go on Warden. They were actually led by 3 at the half of that game, but then got ran over in the second half, a 41-26 difference to end up losing the game by 12. A little shake and bake here from Hendricks up top. A spin in the lane, then a travel as Connor Gehring, who just checked in, took some luggage with him. Now a little bit of half-court pressure being applied by Hendricks. Here's A.J. Hendricks, who just checked in a moment ago, passes to his brother Austin. And now Leo Weber attacks the closeout, lost it. Good defense there from Caden Hendricks. We've got a trifecta of Hendricks on the court this evening. Connor Gehring's got it working on Austin. Kick to the corner for Stevens. He attacks underneath Cornett. Fancy footwork. Missed the pirouette, but got the tip to go. So he's got his first 2 points of the evening. He's their second leading scorer. He averages around 12 points a game. Warden kicks it to the corner. Here's Guyette trying to post up. Tough fadeaway. Couldn't get the rubber rim. Good offensive rebound there, though, from Hendricks, and they'll reset things with Weber. A.J. Hendricks lets it fly. A little too strong, and the rebound comes out to Gehring. Who goes behind his back, but lost it. Here comes Hendricks. He's got a 3-on-2 if he hurries, and he palmed the basketball. Just tried to go a little too quick.
All right, we've got 11, 12, and 13 checking in for the Pirates. That would be Roman Pins, Montes Kelly, and Noah Thomas.
So there's your trio of substitutions with just under 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Mikey Jones is going to be running point against A.J. Hendricks. And Weber nearly comes up with a steal. It's on the floor. And trying to call timeout there. That was Thomas, and they're going to call a jump ball. They're going to deem that I think they're saying that he didn't have possession. That's what it's going to be.
In a timeout basketball, and possession will go to Notre Dame.
So an interesting spot there.
Checking back in for the Tritons, number 10.
Weber's a guy that you got to be careful around. He averages on the season about a steal and a half per game, so definitely up there. This Notre Dame team as a whole is very good at having active hands defensively. It's been a Coach Babinski staple ever since he's taken over the program. Guyette once again trying to post up. Maybe a flop. He kicks it out to Warden, who attacks. Bodies for Bayport flying everywhere. Guyette lost control of it. And here comes Jones. Roman bends into the lane, gets it to Thomas. On the cut, Stevens had it rejected, but he was fouled. So Matt Stevens will get to the free throw line where, albeit he's only taken 4 free throws, but he's hit 3 of them.
The shooter will be Matt Stevens.
Knocks down the first. Tonight's game is being brought to you by the Warden family, the Hazy family, Jenny Poles, the grandparents of Ethan LeCaptain, and Ron and Diane Stoltnow. 2-for-2 trip, he rattles it in, so the announcer's jinx did not come into effect that time. Hendricks in the corner, working on bins. Rader fakes on the 3, back to Guyette. Show and go, nice pass to a cutting Hendricks, who finishes with the contact. He'll have a chance for one more.
Hendricks, the assist to Guyette. Hendricks will now attempt to complete the 3-point.
That's going to be the first foul on Mondez Kelly, so A.J. Hendricks will be at the free throw line. In and out on the free throw, so 14-7 is our score with just under 8.5 to go in the first half. It's been a fast-paced first half in this one. Stevens trying to get it to Kelly underneath, and he does. And Kelly's looking to go to work. Here comes a double team. Try to kick it out. It was knocked away by Guyette. It goes right into the hands of Thomas, who gets an easy 2. Guyette into Rader. Now he's looking to go to work on Kelly. And they're going to call an offensive 3 seconds on Rader, trying to post up a little too long there.
3-second violation.
So Notre Dame turns it over. They break the press in a pretty efficient manner. Ben's a nice ball fake. A pull-up is short. Gordon into Rader. Gordon wasn't expecting that pass. Now he goes to work and kicks it out to Guyette, who tried to rifle it into Hendricks. Bad pass there. Up ahead once again to Thomas. Kelly going in on Rader. He gets denied. He gets it back. Going to work again. That one was also altered. And Rader, pass was stolen by Thomas. Pull it from Stevens, a block but a whistle. That's going to be the first on Guyette. 4th team foul against Notre Dame. Stevens back at the free throw line. Takes the first free throw. Well, these two teams will be in action again on Friday for Notre Dame. They will be on the road at Pulaski, which is a game near and dear to Mitchell's heart over there. And Bayport will be at Sheboygan North. So FRCC basketball in full swing these days. Guyette's got to work to get it in here. He does to Hendricks.
Also checking in for the Pirates, number 32, Max Barnett.
Here's Guyette over to Sajinski. In the corner to Hendricks. Pass was knocked away. Nice defense there from Hendricks, Caden Hendricks. You got to really clarify which Hendricks you're talking about with 3 of them in this game. Sajinski kicks it to Guyette in rhythm. Couldn't get the 3-pointer to fall, and a good box out underneath from Durkee, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Jack Warden. timeout will be taken by Coach Babinski.
15 fouls.
3-point game here from the Triton Center, back in 30 seconds. Welcome back. Notre Dame basketball all season long is being sponsored by Valley Apparel and Promotions, Hawkins Ash CPAs, the Raider family, and the Richard and Mary Bobinski family, proud sponsors of Notre Dame basketball. So a 3-point game here. Bayport's got the ball. And what has been a good pace, good energy, good action, just not a lot of points to show for it so far. Kelly's trying to take Raider one-on-one. That didn't go much of anywhere. He gets it out to Durkee. Caden Hendricks, so back to Durkee. Kelly once again trying to post up. A fadeaway jumper is off the back iron from Thomas. Guyette hit the deck. And a 3-pointer is launched, too strong there from Cornett. Another offensive rebound. Bayport really active on the offensive boards, and it results in a 3-pointer for Mondez Kelly.
Basket, Mondez Kelly.
Tied at 14. I think it's a football game between these two at that score. Guyette spins underneath, threw it away. Intercepted by Hendricks. As we approach 5 minutes to go, Bayport is not making anything easy. Good defense from Raider. Has to get it back up top to Caden Hendricks. Kelly in the corner hit his last 3-pointer. That one's too strong, and Guyette was fighting for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. They're going to say off of Cornett. So it will be Notre Dame ball. And Coach Babinski is working the officials a little bit. Thought that Guyette took a swipe on that last rebound there. It did have a case for it, but no call either way. Weber attacks, kicks it out to Raider. He'll launch a 3 and bury it.
3-point basket, and Raider.
So Raiders now up to 7 points, and the lead is up to 3. Good ball pressure being applied by Weber. They get it to Cornett. Hendricks, a step through, shot rejected by Raider, and he grabs the rebound. Sajinski's got it up top. Sajinski looking for his first points in this game. He had a huge night against the Jaguars. 19 points as Guyette gets in and finishes with the offhand. So Guyette and Raider have combined for 14. The rest of the team has 5. Ball tipped out of bounds. It goes to the Tritons.
Back in for the Tritons, number 4, A.J. Hendricks. Couple substitutions for the Pirates. Number 0, Mikey Jones, and number 3, Matt Stevens.
Three and a half minutes to go in the first half. 5-point lead for Notre Dame. A.J. Hendricks passes to his brother Austin. And now Zaginski's got it. Austin Hendricks left wide open, can't do that, but he couldn't make him pay. Hendricks on the season, usually a pretty good three-point shooter, 40%. Couldn't hit that one. Here's Cornett facing a double team. Steps through and kicks it to Stevens. Good rotation here for Notre Dame in scramble mode. They lose him underneath, and the teardrop will go for Mikey Jones.
Mikey Jones.
Those are his first points, the 6'1" junior. Zaginski into Rader. Good catch going up on Cornett. Weber's got it up top. Weber gets to the rim and gets it to spin in off the glass. Two minutes to go in the first half. Lead is 5. Jones gets it back, and now into the corner for Stevens. Hendricks is going to dance with Weber up top, gets to the corner for Stevens. Another floater, and it drops. I like those push shots. They've hit a couple of them in this first half. Zaginski with the crossover to the rim, tries his own teardrop, and he will get the foul call. So Drew Zaginski will head to the free throw line, looking for his first points of the evening. Averages about 11 per game. Takes the first free throw. Second one is off, and Hendricks able to come away with an offensive rebound. Lob it into Rader. Here comes a double team. Works quickly, gets blocked by Cornett. It goes out of bounds, and it will stay on this end with 1 minute remaining. Rader has to go back to retrieve it. And now he'll fire for 3. Couldn't get it to go. Good strong rebound from Stevens. Here's Cornett. Looking to go to work on Rader. Tough fadeaway, bounces off, and Rader with the rebound. Zaginski's looking to run, but will slow things up near mid-court as we approach 30 seconds to go. Coach Babinski may have just told Weber to try to hold for the final shot. Weber working as we trickle down to 10 seconds. Had it knocked away. Cornett's got a free lane. Weber's riding him, and Cornett's able to bank it in. And that is how the first half will come to an end. Zaginski's three-quarter court shot will not count. So Bayport, a strong way to finish the half. They trail Notre Dame by only 2. We'll take a break for halftime. I'm going to go play in the band for a little bit, and we'll be back for the start of the second half right after this. You're watching Notre Dame basketball on the Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Welcome back to the Tritons Center. We've got a good one on tap. It always is a good game anytime Bayport and Notre Dame face off against each other. 22-20 is the score. Notre Dame leads it by a deuce. After one half of play, we welcome you back courtside, everybody. Don D'Angelo, Mitchell Koenig, getting ready for the start of the second half. It's been an interesting first half. A lot of good action, a lot of good defense, a lot of good offense. Just not a lot of points to show for it. So we'll see what happens in this second half. We've got 30 seconds before we get that going, and we're going to listen to the band groove a little bit. And there you have it. Always a big thank you to the band for being here. It adds to the atmosphere. It adds to the energy in the building. And always, I'm a little biased band member myself, so always love coming to any pep event, but especially basketball. I'm a little biased. I'm a basketball guy. Pep band games for the basketball team are always fun. Start of the second half in just one moment. So Bayport will begin with possession of the ball. Trailing by a deuce here in the Triton Center. Maddox Cornett going to work on Ritter. Nice back cut there, and there will be the tying bucket for Noah Thomas. So 22 all if you're just joining us. It's been good action, good energy. Guyat attacks the baseline, tried to go reverse, couldn't finish it. Sawyer Durkee will come out of the pack with a loose ball. Mikey Jones begins the second half for the Pirates, as does Matt Stevens. Cornett tries for three and gets it to go, and that's Bayport's first lead of the evening. It comes in the second half, and Cornett's up to 7 points. Guyat's got it working up top. Sajinski, boy, they need him to get going. Only 1 point in that first half. Didn't hit any field goals. Here's Guyat working on Jones and a whistle. That will go against Jones. That is his first. First team foul of the second half. Hendricks underneath, goes up with the left hand and gets it to go. Well, they need him to get going too. Those are his first 2 points of the evening. Good ball pressure being played here by Guyat, and he forces a turnover. Stevens was struggling with it in the backcourt. Good ball pressure applied by Guyat. They try to go into Raider, working on Cornett. Spins to a strong side, couldn't get it off the window, and Stevens tips the rebound to Jones. Long outlet pass to Durkee. Now facing two. A whistle and a foul is going to be called.
Notre Dame foul, Leo Weber.
That goes on Weber, that's his first. Cornett, a face-up jumper, bounces off, rebound tipped. It goes into the hands of Jones, who is fouled by Sajinski. First personal on Sajinski, and Mikey Jones will head to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
73% free throw shooter on the season. There's a first. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Diane Massey and Jim and Don Parmentier. And the second free throw is good. So Bayport leads it by 3. Just a couple minutes gone by here at the start of the second half. Hendricks is looking for Rader now, looking for him again. Remember, Rader got called for a 3-second violation in that first half, so he's got to be a little bit careful with the post-ups as Weber drives and kicks to Hendricks. And Guyette needs to go back near the backcourt to retrieve it. And Guyette couldn't handle the pass, out of bounds, another turnover. It's become a staple of a few of these games that we've been at so far this year to just kind of comment on how in sync and how in rhythm everything looks on the Notre Dame side. And tonight just a little out of sorts for whatever reason. Could be that they're coming off of a big win as Corneck's face-up 3 won't go. And it goes out of bounds. Could be they haven't played in a few days, but just a little bit sluggish, we'll say, especially offensively, for the first 18 and change of this game. Sajinski gets it to Rader, who finds Hendricks, and Guyette lost it, tried to drive on Jones. Here comes Thomas. Underneath, Stevens couldn't finish the point-blank layup. He was right at the rim. Everything but the bucket that time. Weber, fadeaway jump shot, bounces off. Cornette another rebound. Hendricks nearly poked it away from Durkee. He's chasing him here as Jones has it in the corner. And up top, Cornette attacks Rader and finishes with the offhand. No easy task finishing around the Notre Dame big guy. But Cornette, 6'8" senior himself, so good size and length for the Bayport big. Weber thought about it, over to Rader. And now Sajinski back to Weber. He's thinking about teeing it up, hasn't pulled the trigger yet. Sajinski will for the top of the key, a foul underneath. It's gonna go underneath. It looks like it's gonna be against Matt Stevens. As Warden and A.J. Hendricks return for the Tritons.
A.J. Hendricks, number 22, Jack Warden. And for the Pirates, number 12, Mondes Kelly.
Warden can go in the backcourt to get it. Five minutes played in the second half. Weber has it knocked off of his foot. Now Durkee gets it back on the cut, working on Hendricks. Steps through, left the 2 short. Hendricks with the rebound. And Hendricks attacking. Whistle blows, count it, and the foul. Well, a chance for the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Austin Hendricks.
The three-point play. And the foul is on Bayport's Matt Stevens. And for the Pirates, number 23, Kate Hendricks.
Caden Hendricks just checked in for Bayport, so Austin Hendricks will have a chance to complete the three-point play. And he does. A good free throw shooter, 83% on the season. Lead has been cut to 2. Caden Hendricks working on Weber. Mikey Jones has it up top. Now Hendricks and Jones are playing catch. In the post they go to Kelly. He's got a size advantage on Warden. Finds a cutter, and the bucket goes with a foul. Chance for 3 for Sawyer Durkee.
Basket is good, scored by Sawyer Durkee. He will attempt to complete the three-point play. A Notre Dame foul.
Going to be a substitution as Connor Gehring will come in
Is on
for Matt Stevens. That last foul goes against Hendricks. Durkee has been to the free throw line 33 times so far this season. And he misses that one. He had been shooting 85% before that miss.
Bayport foul. Montes Kelly. That's his second.
So they're going to call foul on Kelly. Notre Dame will get it back here. They need to find a spark. They led the entire first half and have seemingly trailed the entire second. Warden hop step inside, tough finish. Hendricks lost it. Warden comes up with a loose ball up ahead Weber. He's got numbers if he chooses. He goes up himself, no whistle. Looks like Hendricks was trying to draw one. They're going to call a travel. Much to the dismay of Jones, can't believe the call. It will be Notre Dame possession. Weber in the corner, trying to post up Sajinski. He goes with it, couldn't finish with the offhand. Austin Hendricks comes flying in, causing some mayhem on the floor. He comes up with it, a whistle and a held ball. It's going to go to Notre Dame. Boy, some more good hustle and just not a lot of stoppages in this second half here. We only had one timeout called in the first half. As Roman Binns will come back in for Bayport, the 6-foot junior. Here's Weber. 7 minutes gone by. Hendricks an open look for 3. Can't make him pay. Warden on the offensive glass, able to keep it alive. And Austin Hendricks comes up with a loose ball. Going baseline and kicking. Once again, they swing it around. Weber in and out on the 3. A.J. Hendricks with the rebound. He goes back up. He's fouled. He'll have a chance for one more. Activity on the boards for Notre Dame. We'll give A.J. Hendricks a bonus free throw.
Back in for the Pirates, number 32, Max Cornett.
Free throw is off. Rebound to Cornett. Here's Caden Hendricks dancing with it. Looking for some help. Good ball denial there. It goes out of bounds off of Cornett. And it'll be Notre Dame possession. Well, these two teams are no strangers to playing instant classic type of games. A couple of years ago, you had the overtime win by Notre Dame that included the Emmett Lawton game-winning shot. Came down to the wire once again later that season. Last year, in this exact matchup, as Hendricks goes baseline and scores, it was all Pirates. It was 80-60 was the final score when they came here to the Tritons Center. They trounced Notre Dame early and just Notre Dame never got back into it. There's a foul on A.J. Hendricks. So revenge on the mind a little bit. If you're Notre Dame, no doubt. Here's Hendricks. Steps through two, gets it to Cornett, who had it knocked away. Up ahead, Weber and Warden are running, and Warden will have the easy two. And a timeout on the floor. Tritons get back on top. When we come back, we're going to have a special guest joining us. Stay tuned right after the quick break. Back here from the Triton Center, good game going 35-31 with 9.5 minutes to go. And a special guest is joining me, my mentor, my friend, the original voice of the Triton Sports Network, Joey Bonadonna is in town. Joey, it's good to see you, pal.
Good to see you. Appreciate you having me on, Dom. You know, it took a little while to get to our first timeout. I come down here at halftime. I was like, I'll come out next timeout. Forget we're not in college anymore. Don't even TV timeouts. So
we need to implement that some of these days. Yeah. Well, you've come to the right game, seemingly. I know you were at a Schwabenon last week for that instant classic between the Jags and Tritons. You got another good one here, 35-31. Between Bayport and Notre Dame. You're hitting Rivals Week, seemingly. Hop step inside goes for Kelly.
After a run to start the half for Bayport and a scoreless run for Notre Dame, now Bayport had a little bit of a run of their own. Now their defense starting to come to play.
Kelly thought about the three in the corner. He attacks, and he's fouled. Notre Dame's done a pretty good job on Kelly. Averages about 15 points a game on the season. He's got only 6 so far.
He's an athlete. I mean, that's going to be a tough guy to keep out of the score column, but the same could go for really anyone in this lineup for both sides today. A lot of uncharacteristic turnovers, foul trouble for, especially on Notre Dame's side. Got to be able to try to get things back in check as you get down the stretch last 9 minutes of this game.
Maddox Cornett gets it back over to Kelly, so Rader and Warden both in, along with the two Bayport bigs, and Kelly's going to get 2 shots.
A lot of whistles in this one. That's now 2 on Guyette. Sat for a little bit, now picks one up quickly here. He can't afford to pick up a third here down the stretch.
First free throw is good. Tonight's game is being sponsored by Nicolay Bank, Hanaway Ross Law Firm, OSMS, Mission Drywall Company, LOD Enterprises, Fairchild Equipment, the Suds family, the Blunt family, the Hendricks family, and Wheatfly. All proud sponsors of Notre Dame basketball. That ties it.
You get the sense here, Dom, this is going to be a game of runs. Which team's going to be able to string together buckets long enough to come out with the win?
Both of these teams have played in some close games in the last couple of weeks. Obviously, Notre Dame squeaking by a Schwabenon by 3, and Up until about midway through the second half, Bayport was right in it against Pulaski's. Raiders able to clean up Guyette's miss.
In a tough conference like this where it's very deep, top to bottom, obviously you have the Titans that are the De Pere Redbirds at the top, but everything else has been a battle.
Cornette's three comes up short. And Weber will look to slow things down. Yeah, to your point, I mean, De Pere's 4-0 in the conference. Notre Dame's still undefeated in conference play so far. Sheboygan North has looked really strong. Ashwaubenon, obviously, with Amari Allen. As Weber's floater comes up way short.
Yeah, those are the looks that, they're going to be tough to come by. You can't afford to let one pass you by like that. I mean, you saw throughout, both teams are still in the 30s right now. This is going to be a dogfight to the finish. A lot of forced shots and just missed looks from inside, but that time Cornette was able to finish it.
He's the first Pirate in double figures. He's got 11. Right at his season average. Average is about 12 points Ignite. Keep trying to post up Raider. Him and Cornette are the same size, so good matchup of the big guys here. Raiders left-handed shot comes up short. He's battling on the offensive glass, and he'll get rewarded with 2 free throws. And
that's the motor you like to see from Raider. Being able to generate a few looks, get his own rebound. Now an opportunity for himself to get into double figures and reclaim the lead for the Tritons.
Raider on the season only a 50% free throw shooter. Sinks the first pretty comfortably.
Yeah, statistics would tell you he's going to miss the next one, but I think he's going to hope to try to buck that trend.
I'm not the best at math, but that's what the numbers suggest.
Oh, well.
Law of averages, I guess. Wins once again.
Well, it's into double figures for Raider, and the Tritons reclaim the lead, but that's when I think in a game like this, it might come down to just 1 point.
Caden Hendricks steps back, and good show from Sajinski. Here's Kelly. They go into Cornette, working on Guyette. Now Kelly relocates, can't get the three to go. A battle on the boards. It's going to go to Notre Dame.
And right now, Raider, and we've seen this the entire game, he's kind of letting Kelly take those shots. He's made a few of them, but he's more willing to sag off right now. Can Bayport take advantage of that?
Raider kicks it out to Hendricks. And is now looking to repost up. Sajinski's left open. He needs it. Too strong. Rebound tip taken by Jones.
After a career night against Ashwaubenon for Sajinski, just 1 point right now. You need a little bit more than that.
Yeah, he had 19 last week Friday that propelled the Tritons to a huge win. Lob inside for Kelly. He's able to catch, and it spins off, but he'll get back to the charity stripe.
Notre Dame foul, Andrew Raider is second.
Second foul on Raider.
Number 7 on East Kelly will shoot 2.
And Kelly ties us at 38. Got them both. So Bayport reclaims the lead, 39-38. Hendricks cuts. Lost it out of bounds.
It comes back to those turnovers. That's really what's plagued the Tritons after their early lead. Their pocket's been picked. Feels like more than they've been able to get shots up since that start. Obviously don't have the exact numbers on that, but that's what it feels like.
Well, this is one of the best teams in the state at forcing turnovers, as well as there's a foul called on that end. That just has seemingly not been able to, for lack of better expression, keep a grasp on the ball.
That's 3 now on A.J. Hendricks. That's one of those situations where he had Hendricks in the air, Hendricks landed, and then Durkee started to drive. And now already in the bonus. It's going to be a long finish.
And this is a guy you don't want to send to the free throw line, 85% on the season. Knocks down a pair. The lead is 3 for the visitors. Here's Guyette attacking. Back to Hendricks, lost it off his foot. And Guyette's working on Kelly with under 5 minutes to go. Trying to find some space, Hendricks back to Guyette. Rader banging inside, gets it to go. Boy, tough finish through the contact. He's up to 12. Caden Hendricks. And they swing it around to Cornett. Inside Cornett, going up on Guyette. He finishes with the whistle. He'll have a chance for one more.
Basket is good.
Just kind of the size overwhelming Guyette there in the post.
Yeah, this is a tough matchup right now. You got Rader on the little bit more athletic Kelly, and Guyette has to take the guy who's a little bit bigger in Cornett. And Cornett right now taking advantage inside.
Cornett on the season, only a 57% foul shooter, misses it there.
Now the good thing, you're keeping it within a possession. How long can you keep it like that without having a run of your own offensively?
Yeah, they really need a bucket on this possession. Raiders posting up Kelly. Spins, and the foul. So Andrew Rader will have a chance to tie things up. And that's the third foul on Kelly. And he sinks the free throw. All square at 43 with 3:40 to go in regulation. We'll take a quick break and then come back right here on the Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Back here from the Triton Center, good game, 43 apiece. Dom D'Angelo along with Joey Bonadonna. It feels like old times on the Triton Sports Network. Finding time in your busy schedule to come up for get back to your roots a little bit, the Notre Dame basketball season.
Yeah, you know, coming back here, it's a longer break. Going back on Friday, we're looking to pick up the basketball season down there. Wisconsin taking on Minnesota. So that'll be, after the game that I watched last night out in Minneapolis, I have no words that I can share on air about what I thought about that one.
Well, of course, the men have been pretty good this year, huh? I mean,
Yeah, the men have been doing really well, and they get the stretch of getting to play Ohio State and Minnesota here the next
there you go.
week. So see if they can take advantage of those 2 winnable games.
Bayport looking to reclaim the lead on this possession. Jones's pull-up is butter.
And obviously, in a matchup like this, the shot making's been hard to come by. That's a tough one to drain there for Bayport, and they did it.
Here's Guyette. Durkee's been chasing him around all of these screens all night long. In the post, they go to Raider. This has been their offense in the second half. Weber had to reset himself, didn't fire the three. Now Raiders going back to work, and he'll capitalize.
And I think that's got to be your MO right now if you're Notre Dame. Get it inside to 32.
Nice back cut, but the layup left short by Durkee, and he's fouled hard by Guyette.
And that's a miss that Bayport couldn't afford, and that's an offensive rebound that Notre Dame couldn't give up. The Pirates lucky to get that one back, and now an opportunity to reclaim the lead. And now that's 4 on Guyette. He's quickly picked up a few here in this second half. I don't think you can afford to take him out either.
Yeah, he's got 4. Warden's got 3. Well, that's a lot of size if you were to take one of them out. Under 2.5 minutes to go. The difference is 2. Cornette steps in front of the pass and nearly takes it away. Sajinski for the lead. Got it! We've been calling for it all night. He steps up when he needed to. Drew Sajinski's first field goal of the game.
Knocking you strapped down defensively. There it is.
Guyette with the rejection. They get the offensive board. And a timeout on the floor.
And again, the offensive rebound. You get the block defensively for Guyette, but just was not able to find someone there to pull it back down. Under 2 minutes now. It's a 1-point lead for Notre Dame. Again, the plays like that are what's going to loom large.
Yeah, and these two teams, their upcoming schedules, Bayport's already had a pretty tough schedule to this point. They've already played De Pere, they've already played Ashwaubenon, played Kimberly earlier this year. Notre Dame hasn't seen any of those teams yet. They saw Ashwaubenon last week and then West De Pere on opening night, but I mean, with how razor thin we all figure this conference is going to be, I mean, this is a huge opportunity for Bayport to come in here and potentially get a road win against what is thought of to be one of the top teams in the conference.
You know, the limited stuff that I've seen on the FRCC this year, again, this is a very deep conference, and this is going to be a time where you have to pick up your home wins. Otherwise, you're going to be playing the game where there's going to be some weird tiebreakers. You have to hope to salvage a series split and go get one on the road. This is one that you really need if you're Notre Dame to pull this one out at the end.
Well, it will be Bayport ball with just under 2 minutes to go. And they trail by a digit. Nearly a turnover. Warden pokes it out of bounds. They get it into Caden Hendricks. Inside, Kelly gets denied by a Raider. Warden's able to keep it inbounds. And there's that defense.
And not only that, able to get the rebound this time, but you got to break the timeline here if you're Notre Dame. They do.
We approach 90 seconds to go in this one. Jack Warden kicks it to a Raider, and he traveled. 90 seconds left, and
And Notre Dame was content with taking some time off the clock there. That is a costly, costly turnover. Now you got to strap down again.
Well, I mentioned it earlier in the game that, for as big of a win that they had last week against Schwaben on just seemingly kind of out of sorts a little bit offensively in this one for whatever reason. Definitely credit Bayport for some strong defense, but just some uncharacteristic turnovers like you said. Cornett working on Warden, spins off the window, he gets it to go, and Bayport reclaims the lead with 1 minute remaining. Warden to the corner for Weber. Underneath, Rader gets the catch and gets the 2. 40 seconds to go, clock continues to run.
You get the sense, I think Bayport's going to try for the last shot here.
30 seconds to go. Caden Hendricks, who has not scored in this game. He was a Notre Dame killer last year, 19 points in this exact game. We're down to 20 seconds. Hendricks has it back up top. To Kelly. Goes inside, no whistle. Warden with the rebound, 10 seconds to go. Throws it up the floor and a foul is called with 9.8. Boy, some tough defense inside right when they needed it. That foul goes against Caden Hendricks. That's his second, so foul trouble has not plagued Bayport all night long. But now Jack Warden's got 2 of the biggest free throws of the season.
Well, now under 10. This similar situation that Jack Warden was in just on Friday. Had to knock down 2 killer free throws against Schwaben. Now, can he do it again?
It's off. Sajinski tips it into the hands of Jones. And he pokes it out of bounds. It's Notre Dame basketball. And now the officials are going to have a discussion. I thought initially that was off of Sajinski. We'll see if they change it or not. It's going to switch to Bayport ball with 6.1 to go.
Nate Rickel was hot on that Bayport sideline. He came running out almost to half court, and that other sideline official overruling. Now Notre Dame's going to have to get one more stop.
Well, these two teams are no stranger to playing instant classics. A couple of years ago, you had the overtime game that resulted in the Emmett Lawton game-winning 3. Notre Dame won that one. And a very similar situation, except the roles are reversed this time. Notre Dame leads in this one with time dwindling down, and Bayport has a chance to go for the win here. For Bayport tonight, they've been letting scoring by Maddox Cornett, who has 15 points. Andez Kelly has 10. They've gotten nothing out of Caden Hendricks, who, like I said a couple minutes ago, scored 19 points against Notre Dame last year. He only averages about 8 per game this year. He has put up a 0 through the first. Now I'm going to attempt to do math. That's not going to go well. The final 6.1 seconds.
No, we're journalism, we're communications
That's
people.
right.
There's not a lot of math in that. It's a lot of writing. Don't leave us to do the numbers.
So here we go, 6.1 seconds. They get it into Jones. Attacks the rim, knocked away by a Raider, and time will expire. The Tritons win it by 1. What a game here from the Triton Center with Notre Dame coming out on top once again over the Pirates. They lost to them twice last year. They're undefeated in 25 against their arch rivals.
And this is one that you really need to pull out at the end. You know, Bayport's going to get another shot at these guys on their own home floor. But in this conference, you have to be able to seal games like this at home.
So Notre Dame with a victory tonight goes to 5-0 in the conference. Bayport will drop to 1-3. We'll take it courtside for a second here. There we are. So Notre Dame wins it by 1, still undefeated in the conference, 6-1 overall. And Bayport, another close game and another game that came up just a little bit short.
And again, we talked about this is just going to come down to 1 or 2 points. Comes down to the slimmest of margins, 50-49. This is a drag it out affair. Especially like it is with Notre Dame. They're defensive. And that they're going to come down and have to get those stops at the end. Bayport had gone on a run here in the second half, but really getting those 3 key stops at the end of this game, that was huge for the Tritons.
You're welcome back anytime, and
Absolutely.
You know that.
Appreciate you, Dom.
So, for Mitchell Koenig, who's off camera right now, for Joey Bonadonna, I'm Dom DeAngelo saying so long from the Triton Center. Notre Dame wins it. Here we go. Here's your picture, everyone. Notre Dame wins it by 1. We'll be back on Friday when the girls take on Pulaski. Have a good night, everyone.